Hello everyone, this is a quick video on what we do with our vocab words. You're going to get 2 each week. Choose them from the 3 sheets that are attached to this, the 3 vocabulary sheets. There'll be a blue, a red and a green sheet. You choose which one is suitable for you and pick words that you may have heard of but are not quite sure what they mean. One of those words I'm using as an example. You can see I've picked out the 2 on the right hand side. Examine and region, and we're going to do examine now as an example over in our table on the left hand side. So examine, the meaning of it. Well, it's to start off with, it's a verb, it's a doing word. And the meaning is to take a look at someone or something in detail. So to have a really good look at something or someone. Okay, now we know what it means. We need to think, well, okay, where does this word come from? Is there a base word for this? And there is in this case, and that word's exam. It comes from the word exam. Okay, so now we know the meaning, it's time to think about word building. This word examine comes from the base word exam. We can have the past tense of this word, which is examined, something you did in the past, or we can have the noun version of this word. I'm taking an examination. And we can have another verb, which is examining. Just fix that up. There we go. All right. Well, let's see if we can put this word into a sentence, examine. And I can use any of the word building versions that I've got underneath word building for this as well. I'm going to use the past tense. I examined the butterfly under a microscope. Alright, I had a really good look at something, in this case the butterfly, under a microscope. Okay, well, synonyms is another word for words that mean the same thing. So I'm thinking about words that might mean the same thing. Examine, take a look at, study perhaps, inspect. So you're trying to think of words that mean the same thing as our target word, which in this case is examine. Now antonyms mean the opposite, so words that mean the opposite about our word examine. Let me have a think. Well, if you just have a glance, you just have a quick look, don't you? I had a peep at something. It's just a quick look. Quick look at something. Okay, now we're going to look over to our next box, which is spelling strategy. Examine. Examine. 3 syllables. I'm using my sound strategy to sound this word out to help me spell it. If you know how to spell exam, then you're halfway there, aren't you, with this word? So there is some, that's called connecting, using words inside words. And I just know that if it didn't have the E on the end of this word, it would look wrong. So what am I using there? I'm using my visual strategy. Okay, there's spelling strategies. Time for a picture. Examine. Well, okay. Often use stick figures for this. This is a magnifying glass, or supposed to be. And let's have my stick man. Looking through a microscope at the butterfly. My goodness, that's not very good. Perhaps you can do a better one than that. Show that this is magnifying, perhaps. Looking through a magnifying glass at a butterfly. Examine something. Okay, I hope that helps with when you're doing your vocab words.